What a good shot that is from Singapore.
That. So if, for instance, Joel Wilson had given that out, and if Lewis had reviewed it, then it would have remained out. If Corona Ratner had reviewed it, Joel Wilson gave it not out, it would have remained not out. So for you viewing out there, so that's the bone of contention that still could be. Just a little bit in the air from Evan Lewis. Holds it safely. And good over so far from pretty just the single. Evan Lewis, you got to be careful. This is only over number 5. You've got a lot of time to go. Just get yourself in. No need to rush. No need to try anything expansive at this time. Just a single.
At this stage, Sri Lanka were trying to fight for 8-foot loss.
Call this for 2, it should be too easily. It was interesting watching Evan Lewis turn for the second. They'll need every run because if the West Indies get this, it will be the highest successful run chase on this ground in ODIs. So it'll take some work. Watching Evan Lewis down there because because he's got a rag in his left hand. He had to almost turn blind. Usually he would transfer the bat from the right to the left, keep his eye on the ball, come back. It wasn't a big issue because the ball went far into the deep. Was it his glove? So it's one of the things you check yourself and you want to be mindful of in case there's a tight turnaround, that you're able to transfer the bat and keep your eye on the ball to make better judgments. With his brisk innings, pushed Sri Lanka up to a competitive total. Time will tell. Ask yourself on how good a push it was.
He got to 47 from just 31 deliveries. And what top innings will do for him, if nothing else, is give him
And that's where Lewis and Shehu have to remember the way they played in the first innings. It was low-risk cricket, particularly from Lewis. They just look a little bit rushed in the last 10 minutes or so. While the total today is bigger, more significant, they still must remember that wicket preservation is going to be important for someone like Hasaranga coming off for Chimera with the old one. Remember how Chimera bowled down Lewis the other day with that spear Yorker? We've seen two. While the total today is bigger, more significant, they still must remember that wicket preservation
it will be important that Shehu plays this partnership. He did that very well. I thought he instilled confidence into the
like that from him.
It will be important that Shehu plays this partnership. He did that very well. I thought he instilled confidence into the
Talked about Lewis being dismissed by Dushmanta Chimera in the first game. Rocket delivery. Peculiarity of his action as well. Come back to it. those who don't know Chimera will observe. Flingy arm. Arm is not close to the ear, as in the case of, say, a Jason Holder or Alzari Joseph. And when we saw the real close-up slow-mo of the ball going down, the ball seam was canted. Look at the seam of the ball. It's not standing up. Sort of elastic, Malinga-like seam position as it goes down. So you could probably think, I don't know, Shakira, you're very proficient at the art of seam bowling. It would need some reverse swing. Just because it's a slightly laid off arm, so it's not that as it goes down, we'll get a ball next time, Shakira and I. It's just laid off.
Perhaps a bit of reverse, but also what that does is it gives the option for the ball to swing in any direction. That's scramble.
To be fair, that was just raw pace and angle. It's a wonderful talent we had seen about 5 or 6 years ago, plagued by stress fractures of the back, ankle injuries. Not a serious talent. Still wish Lahiru Kumara was here.
Hear that? That's the sound of more. The more that comes from investing in a Money Farm stocks and shares ISA. We actively manage your money to work hard. You can keep track of your investments at the touch of a button with a consultant on hand. Simple. So with Money Farm performance, expertise and simplicity, you're free to do more of, well, whatever you enjoy. Invest in your ISA now at moneyfarm.com.
The mighty blow. Because Lewis sits on his left leg in terms of equation of balance quite a lot. Often the pull shot is right in his arc.
If you want to be bowling at Evan Lewis, he's so good at adjusting to that length, just rocking back and helping it behind.
There are times when he's gotten in trouble. I've seen him being dismissed with a pull or the hook before, but what are the percentages? He fancies it as a high scoring opportunity. Deep square and fine leg in place. Watch for the Yorker again.
Quite often when he has gotten up to that pull, he tends to just help it as opposed to hitting it. That's where those two guys come in.
There we go, that fuller one. It was outside the off stump, but you could see what Dushmanta Chimera was aiming for.
Quite clear in his planning. Wonderful execution. Compare him to Malinga. When you spoke about his action earlier. Now Sri Lanka would be looking for a wicket taker to replace Malinga. And they would be happy with what they've seen from him so far. He's been able to take wickets in every game except in that first T20. Perhaps he could be the person they're looking for in this shorter format to take those wickets for them.
Yeah, I would assume if he can stay fit, he would have, and I'm only speculating, another good 3-4 years, perhaps, if he keeps himself in good shape.
Perhaps he could be the person they're looking for in this shorter format to take those wickets for them.
Yeah, I would assume if he can stay fit, he would have, and I'm only speculating, another good 3-4 years, perhaps, if he keeps himself in good shape. The way fast bowlers eat well and train well these days, up to, let's say, age 33, 32, 33 maybe. Many decades ago, by 31, you were gone. It's a message to you that you...
I'm hopeful, but we all know how I've been plagued by injury myself. What will also be crucial is how well they manage him and manage his workload. His full complement in all of the games so far. So it's very crucial how the Sri Lanka management staff manages him.
Tell you what, if Kumara's fit, he's fit, Lakmal is fit. What it does is it says to teams, we cannot just set a green pitch or a fast bowling pitch in order to overrule Sri Lanka, who have really good slow bowling options. They've got some good seam options as well. That is a drive and a half. 45 without loss.
Just miss that, get him a bit too full. That one bludgeon past the diving mid-on fielder.
Sri Lanka's most successful ODI wicket taker, Tisara Pereira. Had an ordinary T20 outing with the ball.
They'll be calling on all of his experience here. He bowled 2 overs for 42 runs. Ratna would be happy to bowler though. Last time he just had the 2 in Pradeep and Chamira.
And it would take the fast bowler to do it. We are the most agile in the field, Dushmanta Chamira.
Oh, indeed we are. I'm always so happy to see this. Well done, Chamira. Just showing exactly what he expects when he is bowling.
The other thing I like about the fast bowling, Shakira Stelman and folks looking on, it's not only Lakmel. He's not in this squad traveling for the red ball or white ball, but he was here last time. And Asita Fernando, who in the 2016 Under-19 World Cup, is another lovely talent. He's not as quick, perhaps, as Shamira and Lahiro Kumara, but he swings the ball with a nice, strong action, and is someone that I'm hoping Sri Lanka will take their time in developing him as well. So there are some nice resources for Sri Lanka in the seam bowling department.
It's really exciting if you're from the subcontinent. We've seen many of those teams from the subcontinent focus more heavily on that fast bowling.
Wonder if that hit the stumps, what the situation would be.
Focus more heavily on that fast bowling.
That has to be one of the more disdainful shots that you will see at any point today. 54 without loss, 50 up for West Indies. Where our bubble is. Gunatilaka.
Oh, yes, Danny. Go! Ada.
Monstrous hit by Evan Lewis. Look at his eyes there, not even following the ball. What a hit to end that over.
Oh, nice. One mistake here, lads, come on! One mistake here, boys, come on, lads.
Foundation is good, so no need to rush. Started well. Missed out there. Wanindu Hasaranga cannot be far from the equation here with the ball. Surely they must be fitting him in on this pitch, which has been played for the second consecutive game.
If he's been identified as a wicket taker, you have to get him into. They've already built a very firm foundation here. Have to be looking to break this partnership.
57 without loss.
End of first power play. Morning, lads. Nice to meet you. Sit down.
In good times and challenging times, we need people like you to help shape the future. Get free one-to-one support with our expert teaching advisors to help you get one step closer to the classroom. Every lesson shapes a life. Search Get Into Teaching.
Don't know why Joel Wilson finds so much joy in signaling the power play. All of that action coming in the first power play. Terrific start again for Lewis and Sheho.
If that first power play over, Sri Lanka have decided to use fielders outside of this circle.
It's been a fair amount of bounce early on this surface. It's rolled hard with a huge motorized roller. The one to the right of your screen where Hope is standing, that is going to be the test match pitch.
They're not able to quite get to that one.
A bit of bounce that almost carried the third man off the medium pace of Tissara Pereira. So that test match pitch, if they leave any grass, should have even more pace. They'll, I assume, try to leave as much grass as possible on the surface. It just seems though that Lewis, on the pitch on which we're playing now, doesn't patience, to put it one way, with Tissara Pereira's bowling. Test match is coming up after the third ODI. But I think Lewis must continue to remember how he played 2 days ago. Don't leave the job for anyone else. Calculate. 60 without loss.
තව එකක් දාන්න පුළුවන්. සිම්මා මෙතෙන්ද නම් මූ ගහන්නේ නැහැ මචං. නෑ එතෙන්ද ගැව්වෙම නෑ එදා මේ පළවෙනි එකේ දෙක පාරක් ගැව්වේ නෑ එතෙන්ද. ඒකට උලන් ඉඳ ලේසිත් නෑ ගහන්න. මචං මේක.
And Tilaka do for Sri Lanka what Jason Mohammed did for the West Indies.
මචං ගෙලි මිස්සක නියමයි දානා නියමයි.
All the way to 6, riding on the wind.
Rank long hawk, they're gonna lick Tilaka. Too easy for Evan Lewis.
නියමයි දානා. That's footballing boy.
Oh. 70 without loss.
If you're a West Indies fan, you'll be happy with this response after Sri Lanka batted first and got to 273 for 8. Big half century by Tilaka, who tells Zari Joseph. Lewis and Hope yet again doing the business for the West Indies with the bat. Excellent. Really good from Evan Lewis. He's transformed himself. The manner in which he has approached his batting yet again today. Took a little while in that first over, too keen to score boundaries, spent time out in the middle. And at the moment, striking the right balance in his game, boundary hitting. Samuel Badri, what would Sri Lanka need here to get a wicket and get into this West Indies batting lineup?
They need some magic, that's for sure. Hope has been brilliant against this opposition. Evan Lewis, half century in the first match, 65 here. Just wondering how long Dimut Corona will wait before he brings on his trump card. Manindu Hasaranga, along with Sandakan. They need wickets, and if anyone will get wickets here, it will be this man on screen, Hasaranga. If the Sri Lankans are to get back into this contest, it's been a brilliant start by the West Indies. Another excellent opening partnership following that brilliant 143 in the first match. And the West Indies will be hoping that these two can carry along. Have looked predominantly untroubled out there in the middle. Are well set now. And if they can have that hunger and that is for anyone else, similar to what they did in that first match, well then the West Indies will feel very comfortable in this run chase.
We're going to be a little bit perceptive here. What we've seen in that first innings, yeah, fair and average amount of bounce, but I just feel as we get deeper into this innings, the bounce will reduce. Evidence of the bounce we've seen in the second innings, a little bit lower than the first, will push both batsmen and the batting to come to play in a different manner. This is what happened in the first innings. Jason Mohammed, one of his deliveries in a telecast. So usually the first half of a game could give you a guide as to how to play as a batsman, especially if you're chasing. Might need squarer as they go deep into this innings. This boundary will help in the over, making it a good one for the West Indies. 8 runs from it, 78 without loss.
Disney Plus brings you more with Star. So much more. Star is a whole new world of entertainment. That means even more TV series.
No.
Yes. More movies.
Got it! No, I don't.
And more brand new originals.
Race for impact.
How you like me now?
Introducing Star. Available to stream on Disney Plus.
Buddy. Mastercard code එකකට දෙනවනේ. රතු පාට මේක තියෙන්නේ.
Gonzaleka continues from the Sandy Roberts end. No sign yet of Hasaranga or Sandakan.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
The more accomplished and established of the spinners for Sri Lanka.
Both players going along nicely in this partnership.
One.
Much better strike rate this time around from Evan Lewis, more than a runner ball, and quite different from what we saw in the opener. Greater target as well to get to 274.
That's his release. Shea Hope is working the ball through the onside, hitting the ball along the ground. That's a very good average against spin in his ODI career. He averages 90 with the bat against spinners. See himself batting deep yet again in this innings, and more so he'll be expecting the spin from Sandakan, Hasaranga. And he'll be so pivotal for the West Indies if they are to chase these. Only on his skill and ability to play the slow bowlers, Shea Hope. This time he doesn't get a single. 82 without loss.
West Indies got 3 wickets in that first power play. Very unlike Sri Lanka. Still searching for a wicket and a breakthrough. Into Hasaranga, the new bowler, as expected. Into Hasaranga, the new bowler, as expected. Ratna using his resources, and he will need early wickets to put some pressure on this West Indies batting lineup. Already produced brilliance in the T20 International Series, yet to get a wicket in the one-day for Evan Lewis.
Oh, nice bowling, buddy.
Immediately, some turn on offer for Hasaranga. A leg spin coming back in to Evan Lewis. So he...
Ball, bunny.
Well, he'll have to be at his best. Hasaranga against this opening pair, because they average 59 as an opening pair in ODI cricket. It's a 9 innings, so... Did so well in that first game. Hasaranga just conceded 27 runs in his 10 overs. You saw in the T20Is, he used his googlies to good effect. That was his wicket-taking delivery, Hasaranga. Hasn't bowled one just yet, so he'll want to use it as a surprise delivery. Intended just to spin the ball into the left-handed Lewis. I'm sure to the right-handed Shea Hope. You might just see this googly coming into play now. 40 dot balls out of his 60 in that first ODI. A wicket less, however, which is crucial for the West Indies. Keep him out of the game is what... Sneak 2 runs, these two. Shea Hope. We spoke about this mid-wicket region and this mid-on region being a productive one for Shea Hope. Maybe Karunaratne has to invest in another fielder in that region. Push Shea Hope to do something a little bit different. He scores a lot of his runs off the spinners in that region by just merely working the ball. And again. 86 without loss. And we'll have a Blue Waters drinks break.
All right, I'm Wyn Evans, the Go Compare man. I'm often asked who does the singing voice on the ads. Come on, it's me. Here I am in real life. So, where would a mere tenner get £250 free excess cover on his car insurance? Go Compare!
Leon, my son, you've come so far. Growing up, danger lurked around every corner. A new start, a new home. A fatherless boy with something to prove. But light can be found in the darkest of places. Out of the streets and into the cage. With every win you grow stronger. This is your stage. Fighting to be the best in the world.
gorgeous afternoon in Antigua. Just a little bit of a light sea breeze makes you very jealous of those shots, doesn't it? And the West Indies are doing well in chasing 274 to win against Sri Lanka in this second match. They're 86 for none. The third game of this three-match series is well in chasing 274 to win against Sri Lanka in this second match. They're 86 for none. The third game of this three-match series is for none, chasing 274. And it's going rather like the first match, actually, with the West Indies there. We're chasing 232, and we're up 140. The Sri Lankans actually doing better this time, 273 for 8, with Gunatilaka, who was rather strangely out in the first game, 55 of innings. Gunatilaka with his 96, very strong off the back field. This time he got to 96, and Chandinal helped him out as well, and so did Hasaranga de Silva with a breezy 47. So see one or two moments from that first innings. Gunatilaka with his 96, very strong off the back foot, very fluent, and particularly likes the pull shot. And actually you can just see the ball, when it's short, it does sort of sit up a little bit. Pace is definitely easier to play, I'd say, than spin. It's the spinners, I think, that they're in a very good position at the moment. 86 for none after 15, chasing 274. I think more craftily by Sri Lanka will be their best chance of trying to arrest this scoring rate and put the West Indians under pressure. But at the moment, West Indies well on top.
What's that?
But at the moment, West Indies well on top.
What's that?
That's a crucial phase of the innings for the West Indies. The two spinners, if they can resist their wicket-taking ability and at the same time just rotate the strike, they feel much more in control.
Oh, nice.
Is a single for Shehope. I was talking about the manner in which he goes about scoring runs to the spinners in the last game. A really good reflection of 37% through that mid-on region, and if you go square of 15%, so quite a lot of his runs, 52% in that region, that I think Karunaratne will need to put a little more focus, a little more protection, a little bit differently.
I also feel that Sandakan was a little bit too wide in that first game to the left-handed Evan Lewis. Even with the googlies, was quite wide and just allowed Evan Lewis the freedom to pick it off the pitch. Just about there. I just feel that he needs to be closer, wicket to wicket, get all the modes of dismissals into play. I know that he's cognizant of the wind and Lewis, but you need wickets. And to get wickets, you have to be a little bit more attacking with your lines.
That's it. His 10th ODI, backing up his half century of 65 in the first ODI. Here he is again, doing the business for the West Indies.
I like how measured these two innings have been for Evan Lewis. We've grown accustomed to him as a swashbuckling opener, but he showed good temperament throughout.
Just 2 runs from the over. Good start to Sandakan. 88 without loss. Not a lot between two teams at this stage.
Nice stroke from Evan Lewis. Wow, this guy is growing in stature. Third six of the innings for Evan Lewis. Stand and deliver. One of his strong areas over the long off from the crease, such as the power of the man. It goes all the way. Nice flat six for Evan Lewis. Having gone past that milestone, you just might see an acceleration of sorts. Also like to see his approach and how he controls his aggression. Done an excellent job so far against Sri Lanka. 296 runs in just the 4 innings for him. Just given that width and that length. And one of his first. There again with the field going back to that long off position. He's quite contented to stroke the ball along the ground. Good sensible batting from Evan Lewis. Two very different spinners in play for Sri Lanka, Hasaranga and Sandakan. Now let's have a look at their techniques. Sandakan on the left, almost a straight line between that front leg and back leg as compared to Hasaranga, who's right of screen, more of an angle, which allows for greater rotation. Because of that hip rotation, because of that angle, and upper torso rotation as well, which in turn allows for more energy to be imparted. There's more energy on the ball, it allows for more revolutions, which in turn allows for greater drift and dip and turn and bounce. So all of the elements of a spinner coming into play. It's the reason Hasaranga has been able to generate much more success. So something to think about for young Sandakan, that angle at that point of delivery to get that hip rotation, and similar to fast bowling, the mechanics involved that in the next over, a good over for the West Indies, 9 runs coming from it, 17 gone, 97 without loss.
Skip ordinary.
Skip complicated. Take us home. Skip boring. The exciting music one.
There's an opportunity for Karunaratne to attack Evan Lewis with a very straight line, maybe lure him into playing that false sweep shot that we've seen him get out to in this series. When I say series, I mean also the T20 internationals. We'll talk about fast bowling a lot, but also with spin bowling. You can see the difference in the degree of turn, from Hasaranga and Sandakan, as well as Gunatelika, who doesn't turn as much as the other two. But there's a systematic and progressive transfer of angular momentum and kinetic energy generated in the run-up, and that is transferred from the heavier and larger body segments. Dropped him. Hasaranga might have gone back, but he should have taken that one. Difficult chance, but at this level you expect that it will be taken. Was aiming straight. Played a couple times to the onside, couldn't get that easy single. He's accustomed to Hope. So Sri Lanka pushing him a little bit more as a batsman. That return catch did go towards his stronger side, his left hand, And it might have expected to do much better, just might require some treatment. We saw in the T20 internationals, Fabian Allen taking a blinder to his non-dominant side, his right hand. And so it speaks to the difference in ability. Just want those to stick, don't you? Sander Khan get himself in a good enough position. He was a little bit apprehensive as well, going for that one. Just to continue to talk about the biomechanics of bowling and the systematic and progressive transfer of that kinetic energy and angular momentum generated through that run-up. This is in real time. It's never easy, those return catches. But that energy that is generated from the larger and heavier body parts, the legs, the glutes, the upper torso, the shoulder, is then transferred to the smaller and distal body segments, the hands and the wrist and the fingers. So the more energy you can generate through your action, through your run-up, through your hip rotation, the more energy you'll impart on the ball. And hence, the resulting greater turn. Umpire Nigel Duguid taking evasive action.
And as you know, Samuel Badri, some spinners don't extract as much turn and are still also successful. Bounce just a little bit on the lower side of bowlers. From a West Indies point of view, they'll want these two to carry on, maybe get 3 figures. Bird-century run partnership for this opening pair. They've been extremely consistent at the top of the innings for the West Indies in ODI cricket. Third overall with the second as an opening pair.
And a wonderful chemistry between these two, Lewis and Hope. Good communication, good respect for each other.
Exactly 100 without loss. She Hooper a little bit on the slower side with his strike rate, although he averages in the 90s against spinners. His strike rate just around that 62 marker. Doesn't score as fluent against the spinners as compared to the seamers.
Another excellent platform lead by these two. Exactly what they needed in this run chase to achieve that target score. Would be the highest successful run chase against Sri Lanka if they managed to get to that 274. The West Indies are the first time since 2014 they've won back-to-back one-day internationals against a top 10 ranked nation at home. So much to play for and close this series out for the West Indies, for Kieron Pollard and his men. By that.
Is he thinking about the sweep, Evan Lewis? Pressure building here, so might just trigger that thought in Evan Lewis. There are two fielders behind square within the 30-yard circle, deep mid wicket and a long on. Happy to stroke it Straight on the ground, so not falling for the trap, Nevin Lewis.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on, come on, eh. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Easy single.
Lovely, lovely. Going very well, going very well. Got it, boy. Ano? Talaga, sila mo.
One or two without loss after 19 overs. Good going by the West Indies. The Centurion from ODI number 1. Partnership. Second 100 one from ODI number 1. Really, really good partnership. Second 100 one partnership in as many games. As I await my fellow commentator Ian Bishop to get into his seat. You know he's always late. Well, not always, but most times. Good to see you back in the chair, Bish, after leaving me all alone hanging. Harsh but true. I apologize.
Come on, Lamai. One mistake here, boys. Oi!
Very wide googly. Out of the foot mark, spun and bounced. So there is a little pull just outside Lewis's off stump.
Come on, Sandakan. Catch! Catch!
105 without loss.
Don't miss out. Save up to £216 on the epic Samsung Galaxy S21.
Do you ever think of what your skin goes through every day? Game time and play time. Dove Men Plus Care protects and cares for your skin with triple action moisturizer and 48 hours protection.
It's been pleasing watching
These two batsmen stroke the ball down to long on and long off in between boundaries. It's been very controlled so far. How hungry are they to take it deeper?
Certainly is refreshing to see the way Evan Lewis is playing. Mature innings. Playing the situations and not just looking to be a power hitter, as we are so accustomed to seeing him doing. And this is a different side of him, and that to me is impressive. You know, oftentimes you get into a little bit of a rut where you're not scoring as quickly and they tend to try to slug away out of that situation. Haven't seen that at all from Evan Lewis today and previously in the ODI, the first ODI. And that to me is very impressive. I'm sure that is something that has been discussed in meetings. Plan your innings, build your innings. Because most teams, when they discuss West Indians, I'm sure that they'll be thinking they're power hitters, and if you can keep them quiet, you can contain them, they will do something out of the ordinary. That isn't the case at this point.
Without loss.
Wonderful partnership. Nothing at all in the wickets column for Sri Lanka at the moment. And they are desperately in need of a wicket. They need to bring this partnership to get themselves back in the game. Only 8 fours and 3 sixes so far in the innings, Bish, of what the plan is. And once they can do this more consistently, teams headache basically, because everyone of the West Indies as power hitter, where they exercise patience, manipulate the bowling, ones and twos, and when the balls come, you put them away. It simply means teams are under much more pressure, and I'm very impressed with the way they are playing at the moment.
Come on, boy.
Four sixes for Evan Lewis today, and talk about the power hitting every so often. When it's needed, he branches into it.
Slightly short delivery by Sandakan, and ably put away with a bit of disdain as well by Evan Lewis. That sort of strengthens my point, Bish. When the boundary balls come, you take advantage.
Anna Hari. Anna Dana Sandaka.
I think it comes down to hunger now because they're not under scoring pressure, so they can afford to see out Hasaranga. Hasaranga as the biggest threat. Do they have to go back to Dushmanta Chimera on one of the seamers? Come back to that 117 without loss.
In terms of the comparison at this point in the game, nothing really in it in terms of the runs scored. But the big difference is at this point, or at this stage, Sri Lanka had lost 3 wickets. West Indies none.
EMI macam money. Lovely money.
West Indies' new kit will be hot property if they can go on to get the victory that they require. You can purchase it at this website. Various sizes. I'm sure the funding will go towards development of the game in the region. And just a reminder once again, if you're in the Caribbean region, you can get free shipping if you purchase significant quantities. That may just be more than 2 or 3. Who wouldn't want an Evan Lewis shirt? Or Sheho? Nice gap finding. We're seeing everything from Evan Lewis and Sheho, but if you focus on this guy, his power, his consolidation, and his placement.
Good use of the feet as well. Advanced down the track, got to the pitch, and executed well.
Very good. Very, very good. Something that we've discussed a lot in white ball cricket with the West Indies. Turn the strike over when it's not a boundary ball.